Okay, welcome to video 2, where we'll be showing the second tier of this stack and also just creating iframe embeds, okay, embeddable iframes, as to say. So if you haven't watched video 1, just make sure you watch video 1 on how to create the batch geo, and then batchgeo.com, send us an email with this data. Send us a link to our map that we created in the last video, and they send us the iframe. Okay, we'll be using that in a tool called Schema. What we're going to be doing in this video is mixing schema with iframes. So you will need a membership here for Schema Pro and create some schema. That's in the videos in the members area. Okay, I've created some yesterday and I'll be mixing it in the iframe mixer. So let's click down to the iframe mixer. I'm going to pull schema that I've already created yesterday, and that's this one. You'll see it all in a minute here. And just for the embeds, I'll be using the URL that BatchGeo provided us here. If you click view, it comes up here, and that's the actual map that we mapped out. I'm going to stick the URL of the map in there. We can put some keywords, single keyword or comma spaced for spin tax. So if you're going to buy a gig where spin tax is allowed in the iframes or the embeds, you can separate them by comma and have keyword 2, keyword 3, keyword 4, and so on. But for training purposes, I'm just going to leave it as 1. And then we're not going to use this because this is just an embed we're making at the moment. Okay, we're going to hit mix. Now we have BatchGeo's map link here, and then all the data from the GMB, this one, that we put into our Schema Pro to create the schema. And okay, so that all comes into one. If we hit preview, this is what we've created, just another version of the map, but a more powerful one. So I know people are going to say, why didn't you just take this iframe and go and buy gigs with it? Well, this iframe doesn't have this data. So all your social links, your company, the page of the website that your business is sitting on, etc., etc. It has a lot more information, so it's a lot more powerful. So you take this code, just press copy here, and keep it somewhere safe to share with gig sellers on Fiverr and Legit. Okay, so that's the embeds. Now the backlink one, I'll go back to the members dashboard here, go back to the tool iframe mixer, going to pull the schema that I've already created and saved as before. This time I'm going to use another URL than BatchGeo because I'm creating backlinks now. So I like to use an image from the GMB itself, from the posts. They work really well. So let's say we wanted to use this one. I'll stick it in there. Okay, come down, and the same thing with the keywords. If it's spin tax, and you just send a message out to the seller if it's a gig you're buying, or if it's your own software such as GSA, you can spin tax the keywords by putting a comma in there. Again, for training purposes, I'm just going to leave it as 1 keyword. And now we put in our backlink URL. So where do we want this image, which we're going to create in here, to point to, and obviously I would want it to point to this link, which was given to us here. So if we click view again, you can grab it from there, the exact link, and put it in there. Now what it will do once we hit mix, again it's created an iframe, and we can get this code and give it to gig sellers because we're backlinking to this and not the actual GMB. Okay, this map is linking to the GMB and the website, but what we've done here is linking to this. Okay, and I forgot to press preview earlier, so if you press preview you'll see a copy of it. I'll copy this over, okay, to go and buy my backlinks or my iframes, as to say. And then, so that was the first, that's just an iframe. The second one you can do, sorry, backlinkable iframe, and that's your tier 2. Okay, and how I test that to see if it's all working and it is going to click through, you can right click here and just open in a new tab, and you should see it's linked out to this. So if you clicked on this, if you left click on this, I think this URL would change. We can test that. Yeah, so it takes you to there. So luckily I saved the code. I'll get this changed from the guys and ask them for it to open into a new window even if we left click there. So that's the reason I like to right click. Okay, and that's it really for this video. That's 2-tiered iframe stacking. You can do it with maps or videos. I'll show you in another video how I get proximity. That will be in the next video. Okay, so how I rank for a wider area. So if we go back to this, sorry, the map, instead of just ranking this area here, how you can try and rank for the whole of London, this whole motorway around it. Okay, that'll be in the next video. Thanks.